Hey guys, this is Matt from Tackle.com. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to meter a spot. I mean, it sounds elementary to a lot of people, but still, there's a lot of people out there that don't quite understand how do you use your electronics? What are you looking at? I mean, what's going on with this big old TV screen you got hanging off your boat? So the easiest way to do it is, easiest way to put it, I should say, is in the late fall, I would say, and early spring, a lot of your fish will move offshore to any type of deep water break, rock pile, point, ridge, hump, yada yada yada. Those fish will move offshore. So you use your electronics to find those fish. So let's say I'm fishing main lake points. I've isolated, okay, well, everybody at the dock, everybody in the tackle shop's telling me, oh man, the fish are on the points at 50 foot. Your first indication, the first thing you want to do, let's go cruise up to a point. Let's go fish that 50 foot zone. Let's go see where those fish are hanging. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit some random point on the graph. I'm going to go look. What I'm going to want to do is the first plan of attack, I always tend to start deep and work my way shallow with the boat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come parallel to the point, go straight across it. On the graph, you're going to see it come up, you're going to see it drop down. You're going to see all types of bottom composition, trees, rock, whatever, hanging on there. And if you see fish on there, keep a mental note. Where was that fish hanging? Was he on tree? Was he on a rock? Was he just on a deeper side? Was he right on the top of it? Was he suspended? It's all important information. So I'm going to come across the spot just like this. Paying a really close attention to my electronics. I want to look at my GPS on one side, sonar on the other side. I'm kind of keeping track of what's going on. On this individual spot, it's coming up to 30 foot of water. On the downside, it's about 50 foot of water. I did see fish in about 50 foot of water. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. Now I'm going to come just on the inside of my lines. If you don't have good GPS, you don't know how to meter, you can't see your track lines, watch your boat line where you just drove over. You're going to see the bubbles from your prop, the prop wash. Okay, I'm watching the point come up. All I'm seeing is a lot of brush. There's some fish sitting on top of the bushes and brush down there. But now as I approach that deeper edge, it's dropping off into 40 foot of water, 50 foot of water, bingo, there's the fish. Cakewalk. So let's say you're not fishing a point. Let's say, I want to fish a creek channel. I want to fish a drain off the hillside. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drive over to find a drain off the hillside. I want to, basically use common sense. In the wintertime, you want to tend to fish a little bit deeper, so you're not going to go find a drain sitting in 10 foot of water in the back of a cove. Yes, in the late winter, early spring, that's a viable option. Fish moving up on the bank, dispersing down the bank to spawn. But in this case, we're fishing in January right now. Fish are still a little bit deeper. Water temp's 57 degrees. So I'm going to find a drain off the hillside. I'm going to, just like I did on the point, I'm going to come straight across it. Carefully watch my graph. The bottom of that's about 40 foot of water. Once I start seeing it come on the upswing of my shoreline, I'm going to backtrack. Again, either watching my prop wash or utilizing my electronics to find my track line. I'm going to meter it again. Just like this. I'm just looking for sign of life. If you got good structure, good cover, generally there's going to be a bass around there. But it always helps to find fish to kind of assure yourself, hey, this is a good option, good bottom composition for these fish to hold. But again, like I did on that point, after I go back and forth, what I do is I always finish myself up with driving uphill right up that spot. A lot of times you'll have boulders, you'll have trees overhanging, and those fish will sit right underneath of it. If you meter one direction, just because it doesn't look like there's fish there, a lot of times they still are. You'll hit it from a different angle, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's the mother lode. Carefully watching my electronics, and if you're looking at your graph, you're going to see a series of this, back and forth, and what that's doing is showing you the high spot, the shallowest side, the deepest side. I'm going to come right up the center of it. Just like this. Bingo, there's some fish there. I came across it a couple times, didn't see too much life. Came up the center of it, found a nice boulder, fish sitting on the downside of that boulder. Pretty basic, pretty easy. The biggest thing is don't let these electronics, don't let people overload you with information. It's quite simple. If you're not getting bit, don't keep doing that pattern. You need to change, you need to alter, do something different. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll fire the boat up, turn the graphs on, and just watch a little bit of television, watch a little TV. The fish are going to tell you where they are. These units aren't that much money for no reason. They're going to show you where life's at. You can see thermocline, the best oxygen level within the upper and the lower half of the water column. That's a good spot to target fish. If I don't know how to find fish, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll look for the thermocline. Where's it at? Well, today the thermocline's about 50 foot of water. So what I want to do is I want to fish just at the thermocline, or a little bit above. I'll find structure or cover intercepting that thermocline, the right bottom composition, bingo, you found the fish. Very, very simple. As always, we thank you for your business. Look forward to helping you guys become better anglers.